Hey guys, this is David01 here, and today we'll be unboxing / reviewing the Masquerade from 2001, the MSC 006A1 Zeta Plus. And I'm really excited about this one. It's an older kit. It came out in October of 2001. It looks like it will be a really fun kit to build. So let's get straight into it. So first, let's get a good look at the box. Good looking box art, a great looking pose for the Zeta Plus and mobile suit mode. Got the your standard master grade, the old style of box, all drawn. But it looks phenomenal. I do enjoy these old style of boxes. On the side, we got standard front view and review, head, tail stabilizer, beam cannon, cockpit, and leg unit, just kind of showing the inside. Right on the top, or whatever side you want to call it, some more scaled down version of the front box art. Some more action poses, or whatever you want to call them. Action pose, and then Wave Rider. You get some images of Wave Rider mode. Some images of the decals and the weapons, and then just some stuff on the back. And then there's nothing on the back of these boxes, of course. So yeah, that way, let's open up the box. So let's open her up. Straight off the bat, you get some more of this art, and I always love these art covers from the old master grades. This was pre-owned. It's not built, but it was pre-owned. So you got the manual, the old style manual, which is honestly pretty cool looking. With the unique, untypically every kit of Gunpla, you get a new different kind of look. Like with the Z8, you get something that looks like this with some of the colors in it. Get a little side profile going on with the old master grade manuals, and then kind of a logo or symbol representing the pilot or the faction. And then you got all your cool stuff. Some unfortunately it's all in Japanese. Newer kits have this in both, but there's a lot of info on here if you translate it. You got a front and side view panel, or just kind of lined in. Got your runners, different decals, where they go, some more of the runners. And you get some of the art, which comes with more info for the parts. So you got the head unit, body unit, leg unit, and the Wave Rider and weapons. These always look good in these old kits. They're like something I miss in the newer master grades. Some good, some more poses. Some that were on the box, some that weren't. This one, you can see the C1, or is that the C1, or is it it's just a painted, or it's just a A1 with the, a C1 with the A1 gun on it. Back when this was released, I think later on they came out with the C1 version. They might have came out at the same time, I'm not sure. And then the back of the manual is the back of the suit. And what would the C1, you have a bit different. It's for space use, so kind of getting into the lore of the suit. Extra thrusters on the backpack. So here's the first bag. Second bag looks like it's going to be some inner frame parts, maybe some joint parts as well. More CPU leg joints, and then with the beam steers on this kit, there's this light blue one. They had that there. Oh, it looks like this one was already out of the packaging, pre-owned, like I said, but it's not that bad. It looks like somebody went ahead and sharpied it, but it doesn't look like there's any other markings on it besides that. Here is some more of the inner frame. Looks like some inside the skirting and whatnot. Shoulder pieces, looks like a piece of the legs and the shield poly caps, big old sheet of poly caps. That tubing, the dry transfers, and then the peel and stick, and then some foil decals or stickers. Looks like we have something, I don't know what that is. Check that out. Some more shield parts, and maybe some, don't want that part goes to, but we'll figure it out. And then finally some lead parts with the screws. So, decently filled up kit. Got a lot of parts in here. Not too many for an older master grade. It looks like it's going to be a fun time. So let's get right into the build. And after I'm done building it, I'll give it an overview. So with this kit fully built, the only thing I have added on here are the foil stickers and thank you, compressor. The only things I have on here are the foil stickers, and that's about it. And everything else, like the dry transfers, are still in the box. With these older kits, you have pretty much a lot of ABS. Most of that dark gray that we see here is ABS. In fact, I think everything that's dark gray is ABS. You get this nice cream color. However, the orange color for the mobile suit is up for debate whether or not it's anime accurate, considering this was never an anime. It should probably most likely be similar to the Robot Damashi's color scheme, where it's a lighter red and then with a more of a pink mixed in, whereas this goes with a orange red. You do have a bit of yellow for the collar, but that's pretty much it for the colors on the kit. Let's do a spin around here. The beam saber, it has two when it comes to weapons. Just got it holding it in the left hand with the shield. It fits into the side beam cannons, which can flip forward. I'll show that later. Of course, that falls out, so we'll just set that to the side. Next, these are all easy pull out because it's these older style of hands. Stay with me here. Oh, okay, she's wanting to. Okay. So you see, she likes to have a wider stance too because of those ball joints in the hips. You have the beam rifle, which looks a lot like the Hayashiki's beam rifle, but I could be wrong. But it looks pretty similar. You get your in forms of articulation, you get a moving handle for the transformation. You got a hook on the back for putting it on the backpack, and I'll show where that goes here in a second. You get the tab to attach it to the back when it's in Wave Rider mode, and then the ammo pack or energy pack can be removed. As of assembly, this orange piece is a separate piece. You got a tip on there, but otherwise it's just two pieces smashed together, and it really doesn't want to hold together well. You can see that gap right in the middle. She really doesn't want, I don't know if that's a common thing or if it's just on my kit. Interesting thing with the shield is it can plug in, but when it plugs in, let's see if I can show, yeah, we're showing this. It slides in there. There's a poly cap in there. Of course, this has to fall out too. There's a poly cap in there that allows for movement. This kit is old, so it's not like it's kind of fiddly, but the peg, and this is a very stiff kit. There's a poly cap in here, and it can slide down and it locks in so it doesn't fall out. The shield's pretty simple. This can move up and down, and this moves forward for Wave Rider mode. Foil stickers for the cameras on the left and right. Movable hatch that I'll show later on. Need some color correcting for the tips for the cameras right there. Otherwise, it's an interesting looking shield. multi-part, but pretty large parts, and it fits on there well. Next, we'll go into the back. So we'll start with the back. As you can probably see, these wing binders have horrible foil stickers that just don't want to stay on. The only reason why I have them on here is for the review, just to show you what comes with the kit. They're older stickers, so that probably does not help the situation. Mobility is pretty good with these. You might actually find a problem with if you're kind of perfectionist, you might find them moving a little too much. But with going back to the gun, you have this hook, which can hook on to these tabs on the back for storage. You have two, so you can put on the left and right. It comes off pretty easily. Just flips back in. There are some tabs right here on both wing binders for the landing gear. This moves out pretty easy for the tail fin, or whatever you want to call it, for Wave Rider. Shit, I can't talk. Wave Rider. And it moves pretty. It's stiff because there's a polycap in there, but otherwise it's pretty good. There's a polycap type material within the wing binders. That's the same color as the wing binder, so that cream white, which is made out of the same material as the movable V-fin, which I'll get into here in a sec. But moving on to the sides, you can see that the beam saber's out, but these can move up and down on a polycap. The arms, quite stiff. There is no inner frame with the arms. These arms are pretty much all what you see. The only inner frame that you got is the elbow inside the bicep and tricep, and then inside where the shoulder joint is, and that's very lackluster. There's no detail on that. The forearms are completely one piece. I'm just going to leave that off. Like I said, these are the old style hands. This kit came out in 2001, so you got the three fingers together, one separate, and then the thumb on the ball joint. Unlike the Easy 8, these come in the they don't come in that polycap material, so they're not loose. They are very stiff, very hard to move. Besides the thumb. Good articulation for its time, I would say, but that's just because of the Wave Rider mode. The head, it looks pretty good. It's a beefy head, like most Zeta kits. There is no, with the head cameras, they're both solid pieces, so there's no translucent pieces. The only translucent piece is the actual camera with the eyes. The foil sticker's in there. These orange pieces are thankfully a separate piece, molded in that orange color. This kit actually comes with two V-fins. The movable, more rubbery polycap type, which is used for the transformation, and then you have the more hard plastic ABS or whatever it is, polystyrene V-fin that is in place and does not move. If you're just going to keep this in MS form. So actually, that's all kind of taken care of. Also, the cockpit does come out, and you can have a pilot. You probably can't see it very well in there. Let's see if this light can fix it. It's going to fix it. Pilot in there. It's deep in there, so you probably won't be able to see it too often. But so to start the transformation, I might have to do some things here. You're going to want to fold up the V-fins, tilt the head up like it is right now, pull up the chest just a little bit, and push the head down, and continue through. You're going to put these chest pieces in. These chest pieces, or the torso pieces and abdomen pieces, they're a little fiddly to get into place when I was first building the kit, but they work now. And they're really smooth. I forgot to mention that there is obviously no underframe really for the chest because this is a transferable mobile suit. But next we're going to want to take these arms, bend them, not like that, but like this. Put the fists like this. Fold that up. Or keep this out for now before we get to the hip joints. There we go. The hip joints are kind of different. There is a latch right there that you got to pull up, and there are tabs in the hip that come out, and you flip it around, and there is a peg and a hole inside right there, which you then keep the legs like this. You now fold down the arms. Of course, that other piece is supposed to be right there. I'll put this down real quick, make it easier for me. Those fit in like that. Next, we're going to move the legs. This is pretty simple. This goes up like that, fold in, goes in like that. Next are the feet. These just slide down like that, and then go into the shin / calf, whatever you want to call it, the lower leg, like that. Do the same on the other side. Just fold in like that. So that's in partial Wave Rider mode. Now we're going to pull this back. The wing binders, you're going to want to pull forward like so. Oh, good grief, I'm not doing it right. Used to doing it from the front. So pull it forward like that. These are there are tabs in the wing binders. Probably pull those out first. Up here at the top. Pull those out. Pull off to the side, pull forward. And they tab in to a piece right here on the upper torso. Like so. Pull this other wing binder forward. There you go. And technically it is in Wave Rider form, but without the bottom half. So next we'll put on the shield. The shield's pretty simple. It has a peg, and it has, we'll use the beam saber, this little clip, C-clip. Good grief. It's in there pretty good, so there we go. That clip attaches right here, and the peg goes in right there. I'll line it up to where the peg goes in first, and then the clip. And now we move on to the last step, which is pull this forward and out. Pull this forward and out. And now your guns are facing forward. And then finally the gun, which will peg in right there. As of right now, it does not have the landing gear attached to it, so this is what it's going to look like. Quite a long kit, and there is no action base adapter for this, so either it's going to have to use one of these U-clips with the joint, the hip joint, but you get every piece that you need for the transfer, for landing. You get the front wheel gear, which looks pretty good. This wheel gear for the crotch piece, and then these go on the wing binders. Let's go underneath. Take that piece off, and it comes and goes off pretty simple. This just slides in like so. These pieces right here come off pretty easily, like that. Is this the right one? Yeah, it is. It goes in like that. Let's see here. Goes in like that. The front one on the shield's a bit more tricky, just because it's in there very well. Let's see if I have my X-Acto knife nearby. Do I? Of course I don't. Let's see here. We'll just use this right here. And on that top piece right here, this can come off. If it'll want to. It might not want to. There we go. And this piece will go in like so. And there we go, it's landed. My kit is a little loose right now because I've played with it a bit. It's definitely going to be a bit stiff when you first get it. One thing I will say is this right here with the Wave Rider form, the gun does like the droops. What I like to do is pull that out just a little bit so it's something to rest on. Otherwise, this is a pretty old kit. If you like it, go ahead and go get it. It's a beautiful looking kit. If you haven't built a master grade or haven't ever built a older master grade especially, I would not recommend it. Definitely not the easiest. It does have some screws, 2 screws in the legs, and that's actually the only place that it has screws. One right around here and then one up here to keep those leg joints tight. Plenty of poly caps. Like I said, this kit does come with dry transfer decals. Let me get those real quick. I still have them in the box. They look like so. Your standard fare Amuro stickers. Your choice of what unit it wants to be. Some Zeta Plus, the VMS, AWRS thing, some model numbers, Anaheim Electronics, and then you do have a set of peel and stick, Carb Air Force, Anaheim Electronics, 18, some caution decals, or peel and stick, and some other such things. You get 2 beam Saber effect parts. They're this light blue color. And then you have practically an entire sheet of polycaps left. I mean, there's a lot not used on this runner, so definitely save it. You still use a lot. Mostly A's, E's, F's, G, number 9, and number 11s, along with I think it's a single R piece, but it might be multiple R pieces. C, all the H's, all the I's, pretty much, except for 2. So you're really using not a lot. You're using probably around half. Does come with that fiber mesh sock tube thing. It tells you how much to measure and cut. That's about how much I was left with. Use it for whatever. That secondary non-bendable V-fin for the head. If you want to paint that up. Here's the foil sticker sheet Like I said, I used all of them. So you got the head cameras up here, the eyes, the cameras for the shield, and then the wing binder foil stickers, which are probably the worst on the kit. You are left over with an extra screw, so if you do lose one, don't worry, there is an extra in the kit. Besides that, that is the entirety of the Zeta Plus. I'd have to say, like I said earlier, if you are experienced with older kits or the Zeta kits that do transform, and you like this kit, go ahead and buy it. If you're an interframe person, I wouldn't recommend it because there is literally, the only interframe is in the legs. There's no interframe to show, really. If you're somebody who likes panel lining and scribing, this is probably a kit for you, just because there's a lot of empty detail on the kit that you can fill in. Besides that, that is my Zeta Plus A1 test colors review. Thank you all for watching, and have a wonderful time. Day 1 signing out. Bye.